Hey everybody, this is just actually a 1 year update on the progress of the layout. So it was 1 year ago today that I started putting up bench work. So somewhat long update here relative to my other 1 minute or so videos, but here we go. So here's the room. Basically, not too much has changed. Got cases and DCC programming stations, Loc Sound, programmer, and all that good stuff. Some other equipment that I actually pulled in as well. Some of the reasons I didn't go larger on the layout was having some workshop equipment. I got one more piece to pull in. Got the roundhouse over there. Haven't done too much over on this side, honestly, so that stayed the same, but I've picked up some new pieces here and there with the Northern Pacific weed killer and its associated support tank car, snow dozer for Great Northern. Okay, so not too much done over here. As we swing around, we have our pickle company. I did do a lot of weathering on the rolling stock, so I weathered some of the pickle cars that I have. Do have some North Bank line vinegar cars coming at some point. Conoco oil facility, haven't really done anything there. Added some, again, tank cars, weathered those up, weathered most of my rolling stock, I think. So I'm getting down that path. And I did put in a new siding here for this part of the layout. So right now it's a maintenance of way train, Great Northern maintenance of way train, but also keep the weed killer car there, or maybe a Union Pacific snow blower, rotary there as well. Have some of the new scale train, class 1 Model Works depressed center flat cars, really nice cars if you guys haven't purchased any, but very nicely done. And then the Great Northern passenger train. This is a new car as well. This is an Overland Models medical patient car, hospital car, if you want to call it. Right. And then have 2 new buildings here, the Northern Pacific Hotel, prototype Northern Pacific Hotel from the Northern Pacific Railway Historical Society kit. And then from the Great Northern Railway Historical Society kit is a Great Northern ice block or blockhouse for the icing station in the back. This is probably an area I'm debating on what to do next. Either start scenery in this area from the bridge all the way down to the corner here, or get into weathering steam engines, brass steam engines, or just steam engines in general. Haven't really weathered too many steam engines, have a couple of them, but so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but one of those 2 things. This guy has interior and in it as well as lights and all that good stuff. I just haven't hooked it up yet because, again, I may start scenery in this area. And we just kind of cruise down through here. Not too much here. I just started on a new tunnel portal right now for this side. Tunnel portal on the other side isn't done yet, but still working on this one, but it's getting there, I think. And up on top, haven't really done too much. Still have the Shea servicing things up here. We can pull this off. I should have pulled that off earlier. Still have the Glacier Park Model Shea up there that services this ore facility. And some structures back there that may or may not stay. And then the American Coal Company from Fine Scale Models came out pretty nice. And then again, the other tunnel portal still working. That's obviously, haven't touched that. Woodland Scenics buildings for the town, small town scene. And then the Walthers Everett Street Station. It's about 90% done. Didn't really do too much, any interior actually, just put a couple people in, a couple windows. And the rest of it is actually filled with construction paper, black construction paper, just rolled up black construction paper, just so I don't see through the building. I don't know if I'm going to go back and put interior in it or not. Probably will, maybe here and there. Like actually this was a dining room down here, so I may do the dining room area down here on the bottom floor. Not sure yet, but overall came out really nice. At least I think it did. Big building, but came out nice. So have to put in the big train shed here, 6-foot train shed, covers pretty much all the way, probably up to, well, almost up to right where the Cork road bed ends, somewhere right in there is a big train shed. So that'll be covered, 4 tracks covered. In the back we have a freight train. We have the new Rapido RS11s, Northern Pacific Delivery Scheme. That's very nice. A bunch of Rapido box cars. Got a W&R 04 in the back, Mikado, on a reefer train. Again, another Class 1 Model Works flat car with its one of the loads that they sell as well. And then back. So again, not a lot of progress, so to speak, like on the surface, but a lot of wiring, rewiring, getting wiring cleaned up on the bottom, making sure everything works right. Sprayed all the track, right? So all the rails, sides of the rails have been sprayed. I decided I used to hand paint everything, but this time I just took a small compressor and airbrush, my Pache H1 airbrush, and just airbrushed the whole thing. Removed everything from the layout and airbrushed all the sides of the rails. And that was very quick and efficient and very little overspray. I was surprised. I did have a lot of stuff covered up, but worked out pretty well. Kind of a proponent of using an airbrush now for spraying, for painting the sides of rails versus the hand painting method I did for years and years and years. I always hated that part of it. So let's see, that's really about it to update. But again, this is the big next question, is scenery in this 2-foot by probably 20-foot area all the way down. Ground cover, and then start basic ground cover, and then start ballast, and then trees and people, and all the other good stuff there as well. So but overall, this is kind of where I'm at, and we're right at about 8 minutes. Just give you one big top view of the engine terminal and car repair shed, or diesel shed, if you will. You can see that on some of the other videos I've had, but yeah, that's about it. And we'll finish up back here where we started. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a good fall, good modeling season, and catch up with you again soon.